Hi everyone, Jan at JDK Counseling here. So glad I can finally touch base with all of you. It has been a crazy week, to say the least, and a little more than a crazy week. I'm going to be making these videos more often now so I can stay in touch with everybody, and please share these with people who you think might find them helpful. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about something called national shock trauma, which is something we're all going through right now. All of our lives have been completely upheaved in a way that a few weeks ago we didn't think was possible. And every one of us is feeling all kinds of emotions about that: anger and frustration and shock and fear and anxiety and powerlessness and trying to maintain some sense of hope. I want to let you know that all of those things are normal, and we need to acknowledge that we are feeling these things. Our full range of emotions is just part of being human. What we do with them is a whole other thing. We're not acting out on anger and all of that, but having anger, feeling afraid or anxious or powerless is not a bad thing. It just means that we're human and we have to figure out what to do with those feelings, how to respond. And know that when we're in this situation of national kind of shock trauma, which is a little bit different than 9/11, because every one of us is directly affected by this in some way. That's what makes this a little bit different. Um, and also know that the basic definition of trauma is feeling powerless or overwhelmed to some degree or completely by something that is potentially life-threatening to ourselves or to others or to our loved ones. That's kind of the basic definition of trauma. So we're all experiencing some level of that, and that's normal. Again, it's how we cope with it that makes all the difference. We tend, in these kinds of situations, to go to our natural coping styles, which could be either we get more hyper engaged and try to do everything we can in our power to manage, to help, but to also manage our anxiety and stress around this, or we pull way back and just get more passive, and whatever happens, happens, and it's completely out of my control. Know that if you see that in yourself or if you see it in those around you, that's part of a response to this. And if it gets too extreme, we need to start reaching out for some help or support around that. Basic things you can do right now to manage: acknowledge what you're feeling, acknowledge what's going on inside of you, whether that's to a loved one, in a journal, in a Facebook support group, however you might do that. Water, water, water. Drink water. It helps flush out the higher levels of adrenaline and cortisol and all those stress hormones that are racing through our bodies now at increased rates. Do something to move every day. You could, whether it's walk in your house, walk outside, dance, build, play with your kids, whatever it is, move. Keep your body moving. Reach out and stay connected to the people who are most important to you in your home via email, text, pictures, Facebook groups, Zoom, whatever it is. Stay connected in whatever way you can. And certainly if you need some support, extra support through all of this, which quite honestly all of us are going to need, reach out to a priest, to a therapist, a pastor, a rabbi, an imam, somebody like myself. You can always get me at jan@therapysecure.com. And if I can't help, I'll help find people who can help. We're in this together, and we'll get through this.